Angela Raincatcher, and we are reading from Pima Chodron's Comfortable with Uncertainty. It's Angela Raincatcher, and we are reading from Pima Chodron's Comfortable with Uncertainty. And we've been reading a chapter a day, and then reflecting on what's happening with ourselves internally. I'm speaking in the royal plural here. I've been reading and talking about what's happening with me, and then trying to address that outwards to bring some level of connection and comfort to us while we're undergoing this really uncertain time with the COVID-19 pandemic. So I just took a real quick look at what the chapter is today, and what I'm going to do is actually read chapters 19 and 20 because I think chapter 20 goes really nicely with 19, and it's only like half a page. So I will jump right on in with that. So chapter 19, working with slogans. To reverse ego's logic, we practice the warrior slogans of Atisha, a Tibetan teacher who lived in the 11th century. These slogans say things like, "Don't be jealous," and you think, how did they know? Or, "Be grateful to everyone." You wonder how to do that, or why to bother. Some slogans, such as "Always meditate on whatever provokes resentment," exhort you to go beyond common sense. These slogans are not always the sort of thing that you would want to hear, let alone find inspiring. If we work with the slogans, they will become like our breath, our eyesight, our first thought. They will become like the smells we smell and the sounds we hear. We can let them permeate our whole being. That's the point. These slogans aren't theoretical or abstract. They are about who we are and what is happening to us. They are completely relevant to how we experience things, how we relate with how we relate with whatever occurs in our lives. They are about how to relate with pain and fear and pleasure and joy, and how those things can transform us fully and completely. When we work with the slogans, ordinary life becomes the path of awakening. Now, this chapter really didn't talk about what slogan practice was. She mentions it a little bit earlier in the book, where essentially you pick a slogan in the morning, and then whatever arises for you in your life as you just go about your life during the day, you use that slogan as a way of thinking about what you're interacting with and how you should respond. And then the next morning you pick another slogan. And the idea is that as you practice with these slogans, you start to train your mind into thinking about how to react in times that are difficult or uncertain. So that's the practice. So like I said, chapter 20 is only like half a page, if that, and it's about one of the slogans that she recommends. So, slogan: all activities should be done with one intention. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling resentful, feeling happy, being able to drop it, not being able to drop it, eating our food, brushing our teeth, walking, sitting. Whatever we're doing could be done with one intention. That intention is that we want to wake up. We want to ripen our compassion. We want to ripen our ability to let go. We want to realize our connection with all things. Everything in our lives has the potential to wake us up or to put us to sleep. allowing it to awaken us is up to us. And so I want to invite all of us to take the next, 24 hours and keep this slogan in mind as we move through our day, as we do our meditation, if we meditate, as we encounter anything in our lives, good, bad, meh, and just try it out. And I think that's one of the things that I'm getting out of this book is I'm like just trying out some new things and new ways of thinking about things in my life. So if you just came in a little bit late, the slogan is all activities should be done with one intention. And she says that intention is to wake up. And I'm going to put in the comments a couple of links to other articles and to other things that I find about, slogan practice and some of the slogans that one can work with. This is a practice for me that I've never done before. So, and it's and it's an experiment, I think, just like anything else is. I feel like I'm saying this every day because it's so important, but with no matter any of these practices or anything that we're going through, that we need to come to them with that mindfulness and that gift of loving kindness and gentleness with ourselves. So, none of these practices, none of these teachings are about beating yourself up or about judging yourself as like good, bad, and different. But it's about, I think, as this last teaching was said, it's about waking up and becoming aware of what's really happening, both inside of yourself and outside of you, and bringing some compassion and gentleness to that. So with that, I encourage you in your practice, and I encourage you in your journey to wake up and to bring compassion to the world and to yourself. And I just want you to know that I love you, I see you, and I am here for you. Blessed be.